right. I have something new happening. If you guys saw the thumbnail, you'll already know what this is about. I'm trying something new out. I'm going to call it the top 3 comments of the week. You know what? I'll come up with a better name. For now, top 3 comments of the week. Why am I doing this? Because all the comments on my videos help me out so much. You guys have no ideas. You give me ideas for new videos. Helps me improve the things I talk about. And you're going to see a bit of that in here already. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to say thank you to all the comments. Put them up on here, talk about them, and answer these questions, some of the bigger questions for people that might not be aware of this sort of stuff. Because I get a lot of repeating questions, and I just want to be able to answer them for a much wider audience instead of one person, and help everyone else out that little bit more. So I'm really excited to share this with you. Another thing I should mention is the top comment winner. I'm going to give a free 1-month subscription to my new newsletter. I'm making a newsletter now. It's a lot of fun to do, a lot of fun to write. It's just a way that you guys can support me if you want to. It costs $15 USD a month. Basically, all of the information that's in my head that I don't have the time to put into a YouTube video, I'm going to jot it down on the page, or at least 2 a month, maybe even more if it gets a lot of traction and things like that. The link will be down in the description, probably in the pinned comment as well. You can read half of this first article for free. It's really good. I hope you guys enjoy it. Always love all the feedback. You can actually comment on the article itself. If you go into the article here, you actually go right down to the bottom. Well, I can't at the moment. I don't know how to comment in it. I'll figure that out. No, you can right here. You click the little comment thing, and you can probably comment on it. I'm not signed in. I don't know. I'm still new to it myself. But yes, I do really appreciate the support. It's got some really great stuff in there. I've already had quite a few people say they really enjoyed reading it. So it's a quick read. It's pretty good. Just enjoy it. All right, so let's get to the top 3 comments. I'm not going to have a huge lead in future videos, so don't be shy away. Okay. So the first one here, which is number 3 on my list, comes from Simon Lawrence, and he says, a short overview of the IIP would have been handy. I've not read it yet, but will now. So basically what he's saying is I covered the IIP, the pros and cons. I tried to be all objective. I tried to do all that sort of stuff as well, but I didn't actually cover the proposal itself. I didn't read through it. I should have summarized it better and stuff like that. And it's these comments like this that help me become better at what I do and help you guys even more. So I really appreciate that, Simon. The criteria for what comments I pick is pretty much anything I either find funny, useful, helpful, or a really good question. Those are probably going to be the most common one. But definitely go leave comments on all my videos if you guys want to be picked and have your comment read out on camera, or let me know if you really don't like this idea. That's cool too. Leave a comment down below so the video gets pushed out. All right, the next one. From Joey Farino. Do you see ILV reaching $500 in the next 2 to 3 years? This is actually a really, really good question. So currently, ILV is at about a $1 billion diluted market cap. So effectively, if all the supply was in circulation, it would be worth $1 billion. By that logic, to be about $500, it would have to be just under $5 billion. Oh no, it had to be pretty much exactly $5 billion in total market cap after all the tokens are unlocked. Okay, basically that's it. It had to be 5 billion. Now, Axie Infinity reached a normal market cap of like 20 billion or something at its peak. And I think Illuvium is obviously a much better game than Axie Infinity. The big variable here is how fast Illuvium can get out its mobile game. If it gets that out, then it will be matched with every single Web3 gaming project out there. It will be better than them in their current state. Obviously, there's many that we haven't seen come out yet, but it will be better than them. It will be accessible to everyone. I definitely think 5 billion is super, super easy. You're getting to the 10 billion mark and you're starting to touch on Web2 gaming kind of territory. And that's when it gets really hazy for me whether it can reach that. But yes, $500, I think definitely in the next 2 or 3 years. $1,000, I think is very possible. Above that is going to be a lot harder, all right, as we go on. But if staking is really popular, then a lot of the supply is going to be locked up, and you never know. There's going to be a lot of volatility. A really great question, Joey. I really appreciate it. Okay, and the big one here is from Ultra Countdown, and you won the prize. So leave a comment down below, Ultra Countdown. I'll DM you, or maybe you can email the Scoriox business email or whatever that, so I can get your email address and I'll add you to the mailing list. We'll sort it out. Just DM me somewhere. I'll figure it out better for next time. Okay. ILV is my biggest buy, but they're releasing 8,000 tokens every day for the next 3 years. I don't think it's 8,000. Maybe he meant 800. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It might be like 30K a month. Maybe it is 8,000. So best thing to wait for better price. What's your opinion? Look, you can't time the bottom. No one can. Okay. Releasing tokens really quickly like this is obviously going to affect the price, and it's really going to suppress it. Okay. We all know that. We've seen its effects already. The thing here is that we don't know where the demand is. And I've tried to get this information and I'll keep trying, but because Illuvium is so new, it's really hard to pull enough information to find the true volume and true supply and demand and everything from way back when it first launched. Okay, it's really hard to gather that information properly. What I would say is that there's going to be a zone, okay? We won't know what it is until it hits it, and we'll probably miss it, but there will be a zone where lots of buyers are waiting to buy all this supply. Illuvium is a pretty popular project. It's pretty much the only Web3 gaming thing that has anything interesting happening at the moment. I've seen some stuff here and there of games that haven't launched yet, but existing games, things like Sandbox and stuff, I haven't seen a lot of the news of them, and I used to hear it a lot. So that's all I'm saying there. But there's going to be a place where there's a lot of demand. And also Illuvium, I think you could see on Paul Barron Network that the sentiment data for Illuvium is actually quite high in comparison to most Web3 GameFi projects and things like that. So that's really, really interesting. And I'm eager to see how that takes it further. Definitely keep an eye on Paul Barron. He's got some really cool stuff. But yeah, so people are going to be waiting somewhere. I don't know where that is. My guess is $50 because in the good old days, I heard about a lot of people saying they bought at $50. But that's kind of where my basis stops. I think we go below 100 for sure. Personally, I'm kind of waiting for then, but I am going to DCA in slowly every so often, but I'm going to keep a large stack on the sidelines in case every single market in the world does do another crash, which I think could potentially be the last one. So definitely keeping some in reserves. Not financial advice, you guys know that. Definitely keeping some in reserves, but buying over time because you're not going to be able to catch the bottom. It doesn't matter who you are. You just can't. I think the $50 zone is kind of where my eyes are at. If it hits $50, I would probably consider that just a good price no matter what, even if it fell more, as long as I believe in the project and its success. If I don't think the project can go to zero, then I'm just going to do whatever price I think is good. And that's just how it is. I think if you are waiting, probably under a 100 is probably fine. I'd go around there. There's also some good fib levels and stuff there. So if you hit about 100, it might stay there for a while too. So yeah, definitely. I really enjoy these questions, guys. I really enjoy reading all the comments. I don't get to them all sometimes, but I definitely try my best. Have a good day, guys. Don't forget to go subscribe to the newsletter. You can subscribe for free and then pay if you want to see more and stuff like that. It's all awesome. Thank you.